This is an engine oil pump. It came from a 2-liter DAS engine. This one is a gear type, a positive displacement pump. So the way it works, as you can see, there are two holes. There is this one, a little bit smaller than this one. This whole thing actually submerged in the oil pan somewhere. So this larger hole, the flow coming that way, and then it enters this way, and then what it does, it actually rotates this way. So by doing that, the flow coming from there, it traps oil with these empty spaces of these two meshing gears, and then it traps the flow oil, and then it outputs right there, and there is this hole here that oil comes out of this smaller hole. So when it is rotating like this, trapping the same amount of volume, same amount of oil, and then coming from a larger hole, going into a smaller size hole, so the flow amount is not reduced, so then the pressure start to build up. That's how positive displacement pump develop pressure. Unlike the dynamic pumps that I explained before, it actually drops the centrifugal energy, half mv squared, by dropping the velocity, and that is added to the static pressure, converted to the static pressure. The total energy is constant, so the centrifugal energy converted to the pressure energy. On the other hand, here there is no centrifugal energy. It just traps the fluid into these empty spaces of this gear, and then it forces the fluid to go pass through this smaller hole. So that develops the pressure. Now, engine oil pump, this type of pump, like you can see, it can develop a ton of pressure. However, typically it is about 50 psi or 60 psi rated max. You don't really need a lot of pressure. You don't really need a lot of flow. What you need is basically lubrication, just enough fluid with enough pressure so that it can reach all the area possible, all the moving parts to lubricate the engine. But to summarize, it actually forces same amount of flow into a smaller volume. That increases the flow, increases the pressure. This is another type. This one came from a GM 3.6 liter engine. This is a Lobe type. One of the common mistake in the exam is when I ask what type of pump it is, they say it's a gear pump. No, it's not a gear pump. It looks like a Lobe, so it's a Lobe pump. So the way this works, it has actually there is this space here underneath. There is vacuum, so the oil actually goes from there underside and then get trapped in this empty space, and then right here is, not sure if you can see, it's fully solid here, so it cannot go anywhere, and then it go to that side. As you can see, this side has a larger area underneath total than this side. So this side is the input side of the oil, this is the output side. So same amount of flow pushed into a smaller area or a smaller volume, so that increases the pressure. But again, even though this type of pump can generate 1000 psi, but typically engine oil pump develop about 50-60 psi. Another way you can tell that side is the output side because of this oil pressure sensor right here. It's on that side, but it's mainly based on the total volume. You have more volume in this side, that same volume is actually pumped into a smaller area, so that develops the pressure.